Hey guys, this is Strom the Ancient One, and today I'm just going to tell you some do's and don'ts. But before we get started on that, the do's and don'ts of me's, that is. Now, before we get started on that, you might notice I'm in a place that many of you used to go to. Should. You're trying to go for that Shadow Stalker. Now, I've done some adjustments on my Scourge last night to see if I could boost some of his ratings some, and I'm giving this a test run, so I think this is a good way to do it. First off, let's talk about the me's. Alright. When you're when you're doing me's, there's a couple things that you need to know right off the bat. You need to have the right group. So if you're going to do longing, you really want to bring a cleric. You can do it with a temp lock, but you want to make sure you have a cleric, and you want to have a tank and 3 DPSs. Okay, that's golden rule number 1. Okay, that's for longing. Pretty much most of the rest of them, you really want to go with 2 Healdens. You can go with a Warlock, a temp lock, but let's just face it, the Healden's so much better, especially with the overshields. But you really want to go with 2 healers and 3 DPSs. Plain and simple. All the others can be done that way. The next thing you want to do is make sure that you're checking out those runes on the right hand side of your screen. When it tells you you have lower power and defense, that's just, that tells you right there you need to be careful with which one you choose. If you choose longing and you have a double reduction of power and defense, even a single reduction of power and defense, you probably are not going to complete longing. Longing is a beast. You need to be very, very careful with that. You got to make sure that you can put out a lot of DPS on longing. The others you can kind of whittle down. That's, as a group, you need to decide, hey, what's the best one that we should do? Just because a watcher spawns doesn't mean that you should do it. If all you have is longing, and you have a double defense and power loss, it's not worth doing the watcher. You should skip it and move on. Hey, there'll be another day to do the watchers. It's that simple. There's plenty of time to do it. Next is the repetition. If you sit there if you run with a group and you have 5 players, and all of you put your daily me's in, okay? And you sit there and run 3 runs. What are the odds that the group's going to all get something? Pretty slim. Pretty slim. It's just going to be, pretty much it's going to be, the max that could happen. Think about it this way. 3 watchers spawn, and everybody gets, one person gets a watcher piece, maybe, actually 3 people get a watcher piece, and maybe one of you get 1,000 on the gear. But if all of you sit there and run your me's separately with the group, you will all get, you'll all have the opportunity. That's 15 opportunities to get a piece. I've already got 3 characters that's got all the watcher pieces. Now I got lucky. They dropped to me. You got to realize that. So when you're playing this game, please understand that. Don't always look for rush, especially on the me's. And don't get me wrong, we all know that, man, it can get tedious sometimes, the same dungeons. I personally would like to see Cryptic do something for us, the players. I wish Cryptic would make the watcher pieces need or greed. Let's face it, if you can keep it bound to account, etc. But it really should be need or greed. Last night I was running with 2 Paladins, a fighter, and 2 DPSs. And it dropped the Pally shield for everybody except the Pallies. That's just ridiculous. Come on, there needs to be a need or greed system there. Next thing, let's talk about the vanity pets. Guys, share. You don't need 3 of Despair's vanity pets. Now, granted, we all know that's one of the coolest pets you can get. But do you really need 3 of them? No. Once you get one, hey, pass on the love to your friends. Let them run around with it too. Show the pride of beating those me's. But you really want to sit there and just share all that stuff. Now, if you're doing a different tune, I don't see a problem with that. But when it comes down to it, make sure you're running with the guys and they're all having a good time and you're all sharing and you're all working together, because the absolute first rule to any me that you do, any me, is communication. You have to communicate. When I post those other videos and you guys saw those videos, the full videos, you heard us talking all the time. We were talking all the time. You know, especially with despair, green chains, red chains, green chains. Oh my gosh, it gets tedious. Longing. All right, guys, we're getting close now. We're getting close. We need a. Oh my God, look at this. This is garbage. We're getting close now. All right, we need to do this. 2 bars. He's down at 2 bars. You know, the stag. She's doing a call. She's doing a call. Move her. We're always talking. Focus on the match. You don't want to have a lot of background music from playing. I know you guys like playing. Some of you players like to play with your music on and stuff. But man, that communication's got to be key and foremost, or it's going to be a lot harder than it needs to be. And you know, let's face it, the watches are already hard enough. So, have any questions? Shoot me a question and I'll try to answer it the best I can. Look, I'll be the first person to tell you. Are there players out there who's better than me? Without a doubt, man. Are there players out there who know more than me? Without a doubt. These are just the things that I do that works for me. This is Strom, the Ancient One. And I'll let you watch the rest of this video, but I'll be out. Oh, these stupid gravity wells. Jesus, that was ridiculously stupid. Really. Could have gotten a little bit better on that, guys.
The evil must be you defeated. How else may Eku guide you?
Alright. Now for the coup de grace. Let's see what I get. Probably, like always, be a +1 or something, but we'll see. Oh, what do you know? But I have another one down below. Yeah! 2 +1s. That was so worth doing. I'll get that +5. I got it today, but we'll see if I can get another one here soon. Once again, Strom, the Ancient One, and I'm out.